game. I can't beat these order these at cakes, but I can beat them at making my own type of cake. Gosh.
Cakes are, and in Joey's case, I use this word very generously, decorated. It's time for social media classic, anonymous judgment.
All players should now go to the news feed.
Okay, I'm on my way. Hold up, honey. Let me touch up my big ass 6 head.
First to pop her cake cherry is Mercedes, aka Karen.
Hey, why looks just like the real thing?
Not too bad. And look, even a little. Show me cake number 2. Oh, look at my cake.
Mira, está con legs.
The bottom looks like colorful dog food.
Está con legs de amigo.
I tried to do it. It was a stick.
Está. Le dieron a buscar en el cuarto y me metió a la cama de allá.
What the hell is on top of that?
Oh, wow. Social Medusa. I give it a thumb up for creativity and using all kinds of stuff.
Hey, how's everyone doing tonight? Welcome again to another session brought to you by yours truly, Mack. Let me turn this shit off. Hopefully we're not gonna lag today and get a good session in. Mac is a cutie, okay. Okay, just setting up the Zoom for everyone in the Forex factory, as well as the Slack. So go ahead and alright, so first and foremost, let's do what we always do, which will be breakdown from the higher time frames down to the lower time frames on GJ, and then we'll jump onto gold. AU, yeah, we could do an AU analysis after. Let's see how AU is doing. It looks like just making higher highs and higher lows. So if we respect the zone, we can continue up. But so far, we're just ranging on gold as well as the GBP JPY. So let's go ahead and set up those parameters. So once we're done setting up the parameters, we can go ahead and wait for that 8 p.m. push. Alright, so currently we have resistance right at 150,600 and our most recent support, which is right here. Drop a line here. Alright, go on to the 4 hour. Okay, 4 hours currently bearish at the moment, and looks like we're establishing some sort of support around this area. So let's see how it plays out. So basically, this is what I was looking for on GJ. Well, what I've been looking for on GJ, right? You can see this. You know, we have our high created here. Let me take this and make it make it white. Okay, so that would be a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So next, basically, since this higher low, it held, it didn't break below that, and we didn't retest that previous higher low. Continuation up, you know, to create the next higher high is what it's expected. But now that I'm seeing this 4-hour breaking down and, you know, going back onto this area, which we need to respect right here. So what I want to see is that I want to see some support around 150.600, basically above 150.500 to then continue up. So something like this, right? I think that makes sense. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. So yeah, going back onto the 4-hour, yeah, this is what I was expecting. Just a basic market structure. You know, we're coming up from here, creating a high. This became a higher high. Down here became a higher low. Up here becomes a higher high. Down here became a higher low, which, you know, it held for a while, and then we had the spike up and this small retracement to the downside, but we can still consider this a continuation up to you know, break this current resistance here and create the new higher high. So just so you can see better, share my screen here. So something like this, up, oops, up, down, and up, right? But we're kind of like I guess retesting this resistance, which became support now. And if we hold around this area, basically above 150.500, I believe we're going to continue up to create the new higher high. So, you know, you can clearly see here that this is a high, this is a low. Automatically, this becomes a higher high. This became a higher low. So, and finally a higher high, which will be at the next resistance area that I have drawn out here, coming from previous supports or resistance. Make sense? I think it makes sense. So let's go ahead and see how the Asian session forms. We still got another 30 minutes till Asian Open, and based on that, we can go ahead and maybe catch a decent size trade. So now let's go on to the lower time frames, and let's go ahead and set up our parameters for the day. I don't need all of this. Okay. I'm lagging a little again. So basically that's our most current resistance. Support is down here. If we continue to break below this area to retest this zone here, this quarter point, 0.250, 0.200, fine. If not, then I hope we can hold this support here and break above to continue up. So let's see what's going on here on the 30-minute. Basically, we have our support down here, resistance above here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and set this up as a no trade zone. Buys at break. And on both ends, we have clean traffic to the up, clean traffic to the down. Let's check the pip count from down here to 0.200. It's about 37 pips, reasonable. And from here to the upside, about 100 and something. Because all of this is clean traffic. If you see on the 4-hour, you can clearly see it's two candles, right? So I'll consider that as a very clean structure if we continue up. Cool. Yeah, happy 420 for my cannabis smokers. Okay, let's go ahead and check out gold. See what's going on with gold. Alright, so let's go into the 4-hour. It's really messy. All of the lines that I have drawn out here. Alright, so let's just go back here. You know what? I think I'm just gonna do a fresh analysis on gold. I'm gonna go ahead and delete everything right now. Alright, so it's gonna be a blank, naked chart, right? So I'm gonna start from the weekly, see what's going on. Because right now I think gold should be pushing up due to the weakness in the dollar. And this is basically our most recent support on the weekly. Before that it was at 1700, now it's at 1729. So yeah, we still have a lot to go up. Come on guys, fucking mute yourself, bro. Fuck. This is gonna give me a fucking heart attack, man. And you keep on muting yourselves, fuck. Alright, everyone's gonna get fucking muted. Muted. Alright, there you go. Stopped. Alright, so yeah. Most recent support on the weekly will be at 1725. Prior to that, we can't say that it was at 1700. Most recent resistance will be around here, 1778. So now what we need to do is just look for targets. So what we do is that we look to the left and we look for potential areas of interest, like consolidation, double tops, whatever you want to call it. So we have this area here, consolidation, rejection, this area here, engulfment, this area here, and finally the 2000s, right? Perfect. Still can't grasp the meaning of clean traffic. Yeah, sure. Let's go on to GJ so I will show you a quick example on clean traffic. So this is GJ on the 4 hour, right? Let's say that you're looking for a buy, right? And you're looking for a buy right above this area. Now, when you look to the left, what do you see? You see a lot of consolidation, right? A lot of consolidation, a lot of mess. It's a messy area. Same thing applies here, right? Now let's say that you want to take a trade on GJ, you know, guessing that this support is going to hold, and you want to take a buy, you want to go longs. What do you want to see? You want to look to the left, and once you start looking to the left, what do you want to see? Clean candles. You don't want to see engulfments. You don't want to see consolidation, and this right here will be considered clean traffic. You see one candle and another candle, so right, two very big bearish candles, meaning that there is not that much complications when GJ starts to head up, and then we start reflecting to these candles by mirroring these gladiator candles. Gladiator candles, I'm just calling them gladiator candles because by the size of them. So yeah, that's basically clean traffic. Also, another way to say that this is clean traffic, you look at this side, right? So I'm sorry about that. You look at this, right? That bullish move. Basically, so let's say you had grabbed the sells from the top, right? From here to the downside. All of this down to here will be clean traffic, right? There's not one single bearish candle in this whole bullish momentum. So clean traffic, basically we're gonna expect, like, you know, at least 80% of the time that it's gonna get mirrored with more clean traffic. So what do we see here to the right? We see clean traffic to the downside, meaning clean momentum, clean candles being printed. I don't know how else can I explain it. In this case, once we start heading to this side, right, if we keep pushing bearish, this right here will be considered dirty traffic, I guess, or not clean traffic, right? This right here will be considered clean traffic, right? So same thing applies to these two bearish candles. If GJ starts to head up, we break above what, 150-700, then this will get mirrored. Hopefully, you know, 80% of the time will get mirrored, and the traffic to the way up will be clean clean candles, basically clean momentum, something like this, right? When you approach a zone that's very messy and consolidated like this, for example, then you're gonna expect some more consolidation. For example, here, right? This looks very messy. You know, it's just ranging. What happened to the right? The same thing. Another consolidation. What happened here? Looks like more consolidation. After we broke out of this zone, we still had some more consolidation, probably, you know, reflecting from this end here. And then after that, we broke above this resistance. What happened? We started to get more clean traffic, you know, clean candles printing to the upside, right? Oops. And same thing here, right, to the downside. So what I expect if we start breaking above 150-700 is that we're gonna have clean candles printing to the way up, to the upside, to finally, you know, continue up and create the next higher high on the higher time frames. As I mentioned before, so you could clearly see it. Strato, let me just remove all these drawings quick. Alright, so we have a move up here, move down here, a move up here, a move down here, and a little consolidation around this area, and then a move up, right? So now I guess we're having just a small retest, so I'm not even going to take that in consideration. As soon as we create that support that I'm waiting for, I'm expecting a continuation up, right? So simple market structure is going to dictate that this high became a higher high, this low became a higher low, this high became a higher high, and this here, it's a higher low that actually held. So, and we had a small breakout, retest to the downside, and now I'm expecting for price to continue pushing up to create the next higher high. You know, as long as we keep breaking these resistances. Makes sense? Thank you so much. Now I get it. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, so let's go back to GJ. So what I'm gonna do, since this whole stream is meant for us to plan for pre-London or London, basically I want to go ahead and set up alarms, right? Alerts. As soon as we get a break, above this area here, a break and close, not just a break, I'm gonna have an alert get triggered right above here, knowing that price is currently breaking above 150, 700. And another one down here just in case, even though I'm more biased for a bullish push. The fuck happened? It's me or something is different about Mack? It looks like at that who wears jean shorts. Yeah, I wear jean shorts, but I'm not at that. I don't know what's going on. I think my trading view membership it's expired or something. But anyway, I'm actually not even interested in sales, so I'm just gonna set up this alert. So as soon as we start heading over there, I could get a notification. Oh shit! But I have two cameras on. Let me take this one off. Stop it. Okay. Cool. Can you mentor one-on-one? Yes, I could do one-on-ones. I like doing one-on-ones. My stomach is telling me price is gonna manipulate hard this session. Sure. This guy said I mentor for 5K normal price, but I have a discount for 250. I mean, if you want to do one-on-one, yes, I like doing one-on-ones because I could like know where you're struggling at rather than doing a normal session. Okay, let's see here. Okay. So going back to gold, right on the weekly, the lines that I drew are basically support, most recent support, resistance, and resistance. So now what I do is that I go into the 4-hour, and on the 4-hour I try to channel basically not consolidation, but the most recent support and resistance in the 4-hour. So let's go ahead and look for it. Right here we have the most recent resistance. And the most recent support, right? Perfect. Now these are basically key levels, 1768 and 1787. Right now price is at this current resistance also. To the downside, what we're gonna do is going on to the 30-minute or the 15 and see how price is acting. So you can get a clear vision on it, right? So far, it looks like we're just consolidating around this area here, as you guys can see. So what do we need? We need a break under. Oh man, I suck at drawing. So we need a break under. Oh man, this chair is uncomfortable. Alright, so we need a break under. Or a break above. Fundamentally speaking, due to the weakness in the dollar, I will be looking for buys rather than sells. If it makes sense, you know, if the dollar is weak, gold gets strength. So I'm gonna go ahead and type in my parameters, same thing that I did with GJ. So I'm gonna call this a no trade zone. It's looking a little messy, but it's fine. And my zone of rejection, I'll make it a little thin because it's not really that much we're working with. It's not much volatility in here, not that much volume, it's only 20 pips. And from here to here. So, buys. $17.80. I'm not gonna say wait for a close. Because you guys know how gold acts, sometimes you don't have to wait till it closes. Close can give you a confirmation, but majority of the time you're gonna get into that buy or sell with an impulse entry. And sells at the break of 1776. So we have our potential target to the downside, which will be 1767, and to the upside 1787. So yeah, about 90 pips to 100 pips. Okay, makes sense? Perfect. Yeah, we're gonna do AU analysis in a little. Just let me finish this. And let me just bring this down here, down to the most recent rejection wick. Perfect. All right, so looks a lot better, looks a lot cleaner. You can definitely have a better idea on what to do. In this case, you can set up an alert. You can set up an alert here, say that an alert in case gold goes above that area. For some reason, my trading view it's not letting me add more alerts. Probably it's probably my free trial ran out. I'm just kidding. I'll probably have to update the payment info or something. But yeah, I think it's really cool to have multiple alerts rather than just one. I think it works a lot better. Alright, so let's just focus on GJ for now. In the meantime, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and make some coffee. What happened to the zone? Okay. GJ at the 150, 700 area. Yes, we need a breakup of this zone. Took a small position, Asian session. I wouldn't take any positions right now on any pair. I'll just wait until 7 minutes, and then from there we can go ahead and take it. Yeah, Rages. I'm gonna make you mod since you're always here. So if you see anybody misbehaving, kick them out, okay? Rages. Alright, you're not a mud. Don't abuse your power. Yeah, waiting for a candle to close, not to break, to close. On GJ or gold. Okay, perfect. Wait. Okay. What magic keys? Yeah, there's a discount code. Discount code on magic keys. I think. Well, it's in the YouTube banner, or you can use this one, Mack 10, and it's gonna give you 10% off. It's an Asian session, very slow. Yeah, it's pre-Asian, which is from 6 p.m. to 8. It's very slow. At 8 p.m., that's when the Asian market opens, and at 9:30 is the Shanghai, the Shanghai Stock Exchange, which is the Chinese stock exchange open. Magic keys, yes, they're available now, but the shipping won't be won't be available till I believe the end of this week. So yeah, if you guys want to see this, this is kind of important. I wrote this for some people that I was doing one-on-ones with. Let me go ahead and see. Right here. So you guys can get a little hint on the session openings. It's right here. And I'll be right back. So.
Nigga, I cannot hear you, boy. This was the shit right here. Niggas can't hear shit, man. Yeah.
Alright, let's go on to GJ. I think I got a notification. Nice. Alright, let's see how this is breaking up or down. Or maybe we're just having a fake out. It's fucking lagging again. It looks like we just had a fake out. Oh man, I fucking hate it. Yeah. Hopefully nobody got in here, right? When I clearly said you need a break up of this area. Yeah, so I guess we're just gonna head back down into this range. Back to the no trade zone. Sucks. I was really hoping for this to break out and continue up, but it is what it is. Yeah, quarter points are 0.250, 0.750, 0.500. James, no, I'm not missing a trade. This is I would have waited for the first 15 minutes of the hour to close above, but see what's happening. We're having a fake out, so yeah, I'm not missing any trades. I'm actually, yeah, and it closed with no wick, so yeah. Yeah, Frank closed with no wick. You know what that means. High possibility that that's gonna either retrace or continue up. In this case, it just retraced. See how the new 4 hour is gonna form. Last 4 hour close with no bottom wick. So we might just range around here until maybe London or pre-London. So what to do now? The same thing. We want to go ahead and go back here and set up another alert just in case, since that one was triggered. I'm gonna go ahead and set another one. I don't think we're gonna head back down here anytime soon. So let's just wait. Gold. Let's see if we could get a trade in gold. Okay. So what's going on here? So for gold, what I want to see this 15-minute candle. This 15-minute candle closing below, or actually, you know, with momentum heading underneath this low here, or even this low here for more confidence to continue down and actually target this zone here. That's 20 pip move easy. But it looks like we're going back into the range. Yeah, that's the thing about Asian Open usually reverses, same as London Open. You usually get these reversals. The thing about Asian Open compared to London Open is that when it reverses, London actually gives you more volatility since it's a bigger session rather than how do you call it, Asian Open. When Asian opens, it gives you that reversal or fake out, whatever you want to call it, but it goes back into the range and it gets stuck there basically. So yeah, it's always good to plan for pre-London. So in this case, what I want to see for pre-London, I want to see a break above this area for gold to continue up and upwards from 1780 up to 1790. That's 100 pips. And on GJ, a break from 150, 700 up to 151.30. That's about 60 pips. And up to this high on the 4-hour will be what, 80, so about 100 pips. Yeah, just a little fucked right now, you know. Really not much going on. It is what it is, you know. Sometimes we can catch that move. If this 30-minute would have closed with maybe a wick to the top, indicating that there's gonna be range for price to continue up, maybe yes, it would have been a good trade, right? But we didn't break above that area, and the candle closed with no wick to the upside. Yeah. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. So I'd rather just, you know, just stay calm and put my hands on the table or sit on my ass, put them under my butt cheeks, rather than take a trade that's not gonna work out, you know. But anyway, let's go ahead and maybe with the China market stock exchange, we can get a little push. Mac, you okay? Sound depressed? What the fuck? How do I sound depressed? You're fucking... my psychiatrist?
Just too much 420 smoke got you tired, huh?
Nah, I only smoked a little. I don't know. I didn't smoke much.
That's on one of your buttons. That's on cue.
Nah. Yeah, the Asian. That's what the Asian session does to people, right? They just light up fucking blunts. But yeah, though, you know, the main objective here is just to plan out for London or pre-London. If you trade it, if you don't, then you can just set up an alert and you know, just go onto your computer, wait 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. Wait for that candle closure that you want to see. In this case, if we're going bullish, you want to see a break of the previous high, and you know, just getting the trade with a small position. You know, set up your stop loss at a reasonable price and let it run. You know, go back to sleep or whatever. I mean, that's what I do sometimes, you know. In the meantime, if you guys have any charts you want to send or share, send them to me. If you have sent them on the Zoom chat, which I hardly check because I always forget, just send me a reminder. If you want to send them through the YouTube chat, you know what to do. Just send the last code after the /X. some rough fundamentals on GBP London Open. Yeah, let's go ahead and check what's going on with the fundamentals. So Forex Factory today, really nothing much going on except AUD news. So that's burner right there. NZD CPI. So for the pound, it's really not that much going on. Just 1 hour pre London Open CPI. CPI really doesn't affect the pound as much. See what gold is doing. Yeah, you see how gold faked out of this zone, and now it's going back into this range. I'm not gonna take any trades in this range. This is a 20 pip range only, guys. So really not much going on. I don't think it's worth it, because let's say you get an entry here and you have your stop right below this area, right? What about if we start ranging and ranging and ranging and we don't break above 1780? I mean, hopefully we do, but I'd rather, take those 20 pips and use them as a stop loss and wait for a confirmation, meaning a break above this area and a continuation up. So I mean, it's still ballsy to take an entry inside the range. Maybe some people did right here, and price now will continue up. Yeah, shit, the way it's moving looks like we're gonna fucking blast off. Yeah, because usually what I do, even on my magic keys, my setup for gold is always gonna be 20 pips for my stop loss. As you can see here. So these are my presets for magic keys. On GJ, my take profit is always 20 pips. On gold is always 30. On my stop loss on GJ is 10. On gold is 20. My break even, it's always gonna be 10 pips. And my partials, I would always take them at 10 pips, 80% on GJ. On gold, it really depends. So I didn't really make an annotation about that. Oh wow, look at this shit. What the fuck? Okay. When the fuck did this happen? This literally happened in 3 minutes. Wow. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so fucking GJ, right? So yeah, it faked out, went all the way back down here. Now it's breaking this support. What do we need now? We need a close. So we need that close underneath. I want to see this 15-minute closing below, which, we're only 3 minutes into the 15. I just don't want to miss it. Basically, an impulse trade will be, taking an entry now and having your stop right above this previous 15-minute. This current 15-minute top, right, with no top wick. Yeah, I definitely missed that move already. And it should continue down, but I missed it. Should have moved way too quick. The idea here was basically just to take an impulse sell right here, and knowing that this 15-minute candle is closing with no wick to the top, you know, I would basically just target for the next either quarter point, which is 250 down here, or the next area of support, which is even down here, right? Should continue down. But yeah, I kind of missed that. Kind of missed it. And you know why I missed it? I missed it because I didn't have an alert to the downside. Ah, fuck it. It is what it is. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, no wick at the top. That's a big it's a big basically confluence that we're gonna continue down. We just need to, you know, stay below this area here. And gold, you see how it's rejecting. It's back to the range. I mean, there's still, you know, a chance for us to take a trade. We just gotta wait for uh this 15-minute to close. If it closes underneath this area, then I can definitely take an entry. We got chica today, string bait. Somebody said, "Who's the chick in the red shirt?"
Yeah, like Corey over here trolling, playing, boy.
Bro, these people troll so much. High decibels, this motherfucker. Man, I wish I could kick you out. He said, "We got chica today." Stream bait, Mac. Stream bait. You motherfucker. Oh, fuck. Raja is my daddy. Forex trading Asian session. Are you profitable here? I mean, it depends. If you take a winning trade, yes. If you don't, then no. But most of the time, Asian doesn't give you that much of a movement. So yeah, let's see how this 15 closes. Hopefully it will close underneath this area and then we could take a trade. So patience, because we're still around this quarter point, 0.500. You just want to see a break underneath and stay underneath 0.500. Bow chicka bow wow. Bro, what the fuck is this? I hate the peasant the peasant version of Trading View. Motherfuckers giving me ads everywhere. CAUD USD. It's really not much going on. It's lower than a turtle. And UJ has been dropping like crazy. By crazy, I mean, yeah, wow, 200 pips. So I definitely want to see the close above 1780 on gold just to continue up and ride it up to 1789, 1790. And GJ is still, you know, hovering around 150.500. We all know that's a quarter point. So we gotta be careful around that area. We might reject or we might just consolidate. Yeah, closing out of consolidation zone. J. Chris. So basically a breakout will be this candle on the 30-minute or the 15 if you want to use less confirmation, closing under this whole consolidation zone, right? Yeah, just like James Little said. Yeah, let's see how this 15-minute closes. It's I don't like the way it's closing, to be honest. I think it might just tease us for a little bit. Ideally, what I want to see on the next 15 or 30-minute, I would like to see something like this. I'd like to see a candle. Why is this fucking has to be red? Candle going like this, with maybe a wick to the top here, just to retest and continuing down, right? We got 1 minute. It's looking good. It's looking good. Looking good. It's looking good. Okay. I want to see how the first 5 minutes come into play. I want to see a top wick first, and then a continuation down. because at this point we're still above 0.500, guys, so just remember that. 0.520 and 0.500 right here. So it's a little tricky. See how the 30-minute closed? It was good. Still no wick to the upside. Yeah, I mean, safer sells will be at the break of this wick here. What we would like to see would be a retest to this area here with a wick creating to the upside, and then that's gonna give you more confluence that is gonna continue down as we start going on to the smaller time frames like the 1 minute and seeing rejection from this area, right? Wicks rejecting this zone here. Well, first, we would definitely want to see a wick to the upside. Because if you look onto the 15, we have 1, 2, 3 candles with no wick to the upside. It's kind of fishy, and we're still above 0.500. This one closed right above 0.500, and this one it's basically just consolidating here in the lower time frames on the 1 minute. So ideally, I would like to see a retest to this area and then a continuation down. Basically a top wick.
See, that's my dog right there. I was gonna be highly upset with you.
You're a little late listening to that, bro.
Huh?
I said you late listening to that.
What? I'm late? Oh, listening to it? Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Pretty slow.
Yeah, AU kept pushing up. I wasn't expecting it to keep pushing up the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Earlier people were asking what I was looking at for AU. So the thing is, AU kind of in the middle between my ranges of 77.41 and 77.15. But I was expecting this first 30 minutes to start going down, but it just kept pushing up so far. So it's kind of got me thrown off on which way to really even look at this thing.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was looking into the 4 hour and I said that, if that support holds, then we might continue up.
Yeah, and there's no reason to rush into anything right now,
Yeah, plus knowing that the dollar is weak, same as gold. Gold is staggering. It's really in this range. It's really stuck in here. But AUD USD, I'm guessing because the Aussie has more strength than the dollar, should continue up.
Exactly.
But yeah, gold, I was expecting a bigger push up and a break above 1780, but yeah, we didn't get that. And GJ looks like it's just creating a liquidity grab. You see how we're going back into the range? So that liquidity grab, I think it's best if it would be risky to take a buy here, right? Expecting this to be a liquidity grab for price to continue up, because overall, if you look on GJ and you look into the higher time frames, we are expecting price to continue up. You know, you look into the daily, price is still bullish. If you look into the weekly, price is still bullish. If you look into the 4 hour, basically what we're creating here, it's just a higher low for price to continue up. So you see, low, and high. Let me just make this a little bigger. So you have your low here, your higher low, and next stop will be a higher high. Hopefully with this next big push, we can go ahead and finally tap this major 4 hour resistance here at the top. So a ballsy entry on GJ will be taking buys right now and going through that that range. Then you have this other resistance here on the 4 hour. And this right here, I don't know where this is coming from. But anyway, let's go into the 30-minute. And you see how we're heading back up here. So now bias will be for this 15-minute to close bullish inside the range or break the high of the previous bearish candle to continue up. Because we're still respecting that quarter point at 0.500, and this is becoming a support. We're already past that retesting zone. It created that top wick, and I believe we should continue up. So this is what I want to see now. It's a quick change of bias, but I think it makes more sense, right? This handle closing like this, and the next one going up, breaking the range and continuing up, right? So yeah, let's see how it plays out. But if we stay in this range, remember this is a no trading zone, so it's entirely up to you if you want to take a buy as soon as this 15-minute candle closes inside the range, closes bullish, strong. But if you want to play it safe, then just wait for that break above 150-700. Yeah, right now we might just see something like this, and then finally break. Yeah, look at that 4 hour. It's just mad bare liquidity, and seeing all of this traffic zone here, it kind of doesn't make sense for price to continue down. This is basically just kind of like a blockade, and the way it's rejecting and it's going back into the range, I strongly believe that we're gonna continue up. So yeah, risky, high risk, high reward buys will be taking an entry right at the close of this 15-minute candle, expecting that the next one is going to continue up. maybe stay in the range for a little and then finally break up. Looking to the left, this is all clean traffic. That right there. So consider that as clean traffic. And this will be a liquidity grab. Yeah, it didn't break under. I mean, it broke, but it didn't close under 0.500. What if GJ breaks previous wicks to the downside? Man, Taurus, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt this is gonna break. What the fuck? Yeah, yeah, I'm looking at it and definitely looks like a liquidity grab. So I just want to see basically if it closes inside the range. If it doesn't close inside the range, then I'll definitely want to see what's gonna happen next. Mac, if you take GJ buys, will you keep your stop loss below the current 15-minute candle? Let's check the current 15-minute candle. No, I'll actually keep it underneath the previous 15-minute wick here. So this will be basically my trade. Still a little risky because we have that whole area of conflict. But yeah, that will basically be my stop. It's actually 10 pips, which is what I consider standard when I'm scalping GJ. I always use 10 pips, and I find it very that it works for me, personally for me when it comes to my risk. Since I could close 50% once it starts heading down to negative 5 pips, and 10 pips gives you a lot of room to work with on GJ. Ty gave away $1,000 the other day on his stream. Come on, Mac. Hell no, you guys gotta give me $1,000. What the fuck? I'll probably be giving away a magic key soon if you guys behave. Alright, so start of the new 15. Magic key is what, $200, 150, some shit like that. Let's see how this 15 is gonna close. Now, if the candles they start printing side by side, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that it's just probably gonna consolidate and stay under this resistance. Give away a t-shirt. Yeah, members only stream. What? GBP, JPY is definitely a sell. Target for me is 149.91 on the 8-hour chart. SL, okay, 8-hour chart. The 8-hour chart. I can do custom intervals now. What the fuck? Okay. I'm sorry. I can't check the 8-hour chart, man. I didn't even know people check that. So you're thinking GBP JPY is a sell. I'm gonna try to figure it out why you think it's a sell. Let's go ahead and check the weekly, and then we're gonna go ahead and check the monthly. All right, so weekly, let's go ahead and count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 bullish candles. Let's go ahead and check how many bearish candles we have on the weekly. We have 1, and we have 1 engulfment here. So that's 2 bearish candles. So let's go ahead and look for that support. Support is currently at 150 flat on the weekly, and we still haven't broken that. So I still don't see how. No, I can't do intervals. I gotta have, I don't know what happened to my pro account on TradingView, but I'm just trying to figure it out. Why do people say that GJ is a sell or GJ is bearish when this, not even this current daily candle broke the low of the previous one? So I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. And if you follow like basic market structure, which look, I'm just gonna draw it for you real quick. Okay, so let's say that this is support right here, right at the bottom, support, right? So you see candles moving up, creating some sort of resistance, right? So at the moment, let's say we don't have that much certainty, and we go back to the support, but we decide to go ahead and have a nice little push to the upside, creating more resistance, right? Then we have a little pullback to go ahead and retest that previous support, and then of course you know, we respect that support. What's gonna happen next is that we're gonna continue up. So yeah, this is basically market structure. When you know, we're making higher highs and higher lows, this becomes a high, this becomes a low, automatically this becomes a higher high, this becomes a higher low, and so on, right? Finally we have a higher high. So what do we see here? If we go onto the daily or the 4-hour, see something similar, right? Pretty similar. Not the best, but you get the concept, right? Now, when we start seeing something like this, let's go here. Let's go look for some bearish structure on the daily. Oops. So we're going back on the daily. Let's look for bearish structure. I see this drop here. So we have this resistance and we start pushing down. So what do we see here? Just, simple market structure indicating that we're on a bearish run. So now we have our movement to the downside, creating a low, to the upside, creating a high, again to the downside, creating a low, to the upside, creating a high, which is here, and to the downside, creating a low, right? So automatically this becomes a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and lower low. So once we start seeing, this here, when we start breaking previous supports, that's when I will be looking for sells. But as of right now, I don't see that. I don't see price heading down and breaking this support or this support or this support or this support. We're still holding support. We might have a slight pullback that happens, but I just see price heading up. So I honestly I don't see any sells. So yeah, I don't see any sells. Head and shoulders. Head and shoulders is just a pattern for basic breaks and retest. If you notice, I can draw it if you want. Head and shoulders. Okay, so head and shoulder. Let's see if we find something around here. Head and shoulders. Actually, fuck it, I'll draw it. So we have something like this. Have a movement up. So as a break from that previous whatever support or whatever you want to call it, retest to the downside, and we have another high created from buyers coming into the market. Uncertainty comes through, so we don't know if we're going to continue up or down. At this point, we retest that previous support, which is a strong support, and then we decide to go ahead and try to retest a previous high, which could be either this one or this one. That's when you get that retest, and at that point, buyers came into the market, uncertainty comes, so that break and retest becomes what they call a shoulder, right? So you have one shoulder, a head, and another shoulder, and
Yeah.
So based on that pattern,
You see what happens there now.
based on that pattern, you're gonna go full margin and say, oh shit, this shit's gonna head down. But not all the time it's just gonna continue breaking. Sometimes you can just hold. If it holds around here and continues to consolidate and create another high, then you're fucked because you went full margin sells here. So yeah, head and shoulders is just a pattern. This called the neckline, which is the strong support. So it's just a bunch of breaks and retests. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, but patterns like that I really don't trust. The only pattern that I trust is simple market structure, which dictates is basically dictating price action. So going back onto GJ, you see how GJ moved. So GJ is currently moving how I predicted, and I think I know what I'm doing here. So whoever's in sales, good luck with that. I'm gonna go ahead and end up the stream, guys. Remember, this is a no trading zone. It's complicated, but if you want to have a high risk, high reward buy, then definitely your entry would have been at the break basically at the start of the new 15-minute, right? GBP AUD moves about the same as GA. As GJ. So GA moves about the same as GJ. If you have fundamental and technical knowledge on GJ, then GA should be about the same. GU wicks a lot more, so you probably need a bigger stop loss. But yeah, so whoever took the trade, how I explained it, perfect. I'm not gonna take it because I really don't trade Asian, but the moment that we start breaking above this area, then that's when you can basically put your stops at break even, and it will be a risk free trade. So at this point, it's moved about 8 pips. Should move about 10. But remember, we're still inside this range, right? We want to see a break above it. So safer buys will be at the break of this area here. So 150.700 or 750 if you want to be close to a quarter point. Yeah, it moved about 10 pips. Werner, who are you talking to? This motherfucker popped out a fucking Motorola Razr. Yeah, so careful guys, if you're in buys right now, just be careful around here. We might just range. Safer buys, just wait. This is definitely gonna break. It's gonna continue up. Once it breaks, then that will be your cue to basically enter, right? Looking onto the 4 hour, we came down, we created some liquidity, continuation up. This is clean traffic, so definitely shouldn't be a problem to continue up and retest these previous highs. And once we break above 700, then the next step will be what? 360, and after that will be what? 153, and after that will be what? 156. That's what I have. That's a big ass fucking range. About 300 pips. Where is this coming from again? Yeah, from here. So yeah, as soon as we break above this zone here, which is 153, then you have this whole space here, this whole vortex to hold positions. So yeah, just be careful around this area. Personally, I would rather wait for a break above this area. There's only 20 pips in this range, really not much you're gonna miss out. Once you start breaking, we start breaking above this area, then you have this whole move to the upside, which is 100 pips. Only thing you have to do is just take a small piece of the pie, take 30 pips here, 20 pips there, and so on. So ooh. I'm gonna risk my account on this buy. Today is the day. All right, you got big balls. I like that. Go ahead, Ramon. Ramon got fucking balls right there. I love it. If you want to risk it, then just drop a point 10, maybe 0.20, and have your stops right here, right? I think price should continue up. I don't recommend. I think it makes sense, yeah. even though you're trading in that consolidation zone, I believe price is gonna keep pushing up. In the next 30 minutes, you're gonna have the Shanghai Stock Exchange open, and that should give some volume to GJ. But that's gonna be my cue, guys. I hope you guys like the stream. Remember, for London, what do we want to see? We want to see on the 4-hour. We want to see the 1 a.m. candle closing bearish or bullish, and the next one reversing, and then we're gonna go based off that. So this was a fake breakout. Yeah, a fake breakout is a fake out. It was a fake out. Yes, this was a fake out, not a fake breakout. Well, fake breakout. Yeah, if you want to call it like that. Let's go ahead and check AU, because Berner, I don't know, he hasn't talked to me because he's mad. Oh, no wonder why. Shit fucking retraced. Damn, this nigga got mad probably.
Hey, you tripping? I've just been texting people in
this man getting stopped out back and forth, and I'm here talking shit.
I didn't want to cut you off. You know what I mean?
Nah,
no, we're talking about AU.
But yeah, with GJ, it looks like it played out nice. This became a fake out, as I was saying. Stayed above 0.500, which is good. And now your entry would have been at the start of that last 15-minute candle, which it was right here, right? So yeah, it was a fake breakout, guys. I'm fucking with you. Yeah, it was a fake out. That was a fake out. If you can see it on the 30-minute, it's a fake out. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night, guys. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate each one of you. Retail sales is coming up for the Aussie dollar, so be careful if you're trading AU. For the pound, we're gonna see CPI right at pre-London, so 2 a.m. Eastern time. What do you say about resistance of 150.800? See 150.800. Oh, right here. I think it should be tapped by tomorrow or maybe tonight. So yeah, if we respect that resistance, which I don't think we should. I think we should continue up and finally retest those previous highs after 151 and 153 to continue up on the higher time frames. I think that shouldn't be a big issue, 151, 800. But yeah, guys, go ahead and check Capital Hungry tonight. That's Jivan's stream. Has a lot of fundamental data. He streams for London Open. So like I think he starts like at 2 and then he closes like at 4. So like 2 hours. So that's good. Same as me. Make sure you like my stream. It helps a lot of other people to kind of like tune in. And basically my goal here is to make this stream. You say you're talking about 150.800. Don't worry about that. That resistance is very minuscule. 150.800, it's literally right there. You gotta worry about 150.700, not 150.800. That right there, it's gonna break easily, super easy. You heard. So yeah, go ahead and like this stream, guys. Remember to Capital Hungry isn't giving out free content anymore. What do you mean? Until further notice. Oh, I don't know what's going on with Jivan. I'll ask if he's gonna stream. Oh, okay. Well, he's focusing on his private group, guys. You have to understand that. He has a lot of people in his private group, and it looks like we're breaking above 1780. So that's good. But in my stream, I will keep on, providing free value. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm doing my best here. 150.35, man. Bro, Capra, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? You're driving me crazy here. First you say 150.800. I don't know what the fuck you're saying, dude. Just fucking buy GJ, man. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Thank you for showing up. But yeah, if Jiven decides to do his stream, tune in. You're not gonna miss out. He's very good at what he does. I don't know about the paid thing, but he'll probably get back to you guys. But yeah, I think GJ is gonna continue up. Looking down to the 4 hour, it looks like basically just a liquidity grab. We stayed above 0.500, which is a quarter point, very good, strong quarter point. As long as we stay above that number, the only problem here is taking a trade inside this non-trading zone. But I did call it. I said that as long as we stay above 0.500, I've seen this happen a lot of times. It's basically a fake out. And the entry would have been at the opening of the new 15-minute candle, which is right here, right? And your stop would have been at 10 pips, right at the bottom of the wick. And of course, with the Shanghai Stock Exchange open, we can expect a push up and a breakup of 150.700 to continue up and finally retest that previous high in the higher time frame to continue up and create the next higher high. So yeah, long term. But remember, guys, just take small pieces of the pie. Don't be greedy. I think this is definitely going to play out good with that liquidity grab we just had on the 4 hour. Continuation up. After the break of 153, then we have 156 and so on. So don't be looking for sales just because we had 2 4-hour candles, printing bearish. If you still look to the daily and the 4 hour, we can still see basic market structure creating higher highs and higher lows. And I could go ahead and draw it up again. This is gonna be like the 3rd time that I draw it, but anyway. So you have, your high created here, low here. Automatically this becomes a higher high. Then this becomes what? A higher low. Support holds at that point. There's a little consolidation going on. Small move to the upside. A small pullback, and what do we expect now? A continuation up. So easy, right? Just to annotate, this is what? A high, and this is what? A low. Automatically, as soon as we broke this resistance, this became what? A higher high, and this becomes what? A higher low. Automatically, this becomes what? A higher low, higher high, and here will be the higher high as long as we break this zone here. Bro, leave already. Oh, Jiven is here, guys. Yeah, go ahead and ask him if he's gonna stream or not. I'm not his manager, but yeah. If he streams, I will be posting it on my IG. If he doesn't, then it's fine. You guys have learned a lot from him. He still has a lot of good videos in the channel. He's always up to date with the what's that shit called? Twitter. Since we lost Donald Trump, now we have Jiven Trump. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and head out, guys. Be safe, and I'll see you guys on Thursday night. Bye bye.